shut up. Yes.
This is the amount I have consumed under 3 months. This is the amount I have used under 3 months. The end of this thing now. This things are like, it's up to 10. In less than 3 months, I've used like 10 of these. This brand I used to buy before, I stopped buying it because it's expensive now. I stopped buying it because it's expensive now. This thing is like clocking 10k plus now. I went down to a relay. I went to price this thing. They're telling me 8k 75. 8k 75. I bought this thing last 4,500. 4,500 was the amount I bought this thing the last time. And they're telling me this thing is 758k. The reason I left this one now, you can't they touch this one. This thing now has gone so high, I cannot even afford it. It's not even, before I don't used to think about buying, I used to just buy it anyhow. In the kitchen I will have one, upstairs I will have one, in my bag I have house one and outing one. Now I can only afford to buy one. I can only afford to buy only just one. This thing now is now so fucking expensive. On that 3 months I have used like 10 of these. This thing now here now is like 100k plus, everything here now. On that 3 months, this thing that should be 800 before has gotten to 10k plus. Nigerian government, people, please, people should pity this brand, this Ventolin brand. I left this brand and went down to this Aeroline. Now this Aeroline now come the drag price with Ventolin. Aeroline now come the clock 758k. This one now I don't even know how much this one be, because I don't have the mind to kind of price this one that I even usually use. This one that I downgraded to is now expensive. Where I'll see money to buy the next one, I don't know. By the grace of God. Nigerian government, I beg. I don't even know how this thing just became so expensive like this. I cannot even afford this one. This is my own. I cannot even afford this thing.
That's no water, no peace. Hey!
So it's me once again, Mr. Open Letter. So I decided to do a combination of this video to show to the world the accurate state of the nation of Nigeria. This is what we are going through. This is what we are going through. So I decided to do the combination of these viral videos to show the magnitude of the suffering that Nigerians are going through, and also to show the magnitude of the pains and the cry of Nigerians. This is what we are facing. You can see from the video, the very first video, how kidnapped victims in their own state, in their own country, are being maltreated. And yet, the government are doing nothing about it to see how to capture these people that are maltreating the citizens of the country. They refuse to declare state of emergency against these people perpetrating this evil. And you can also see from the video how citizens of Nigerians of a particular state, Ondo and Osun state, are evacuating their states because of the amount of insecurity that have engulfed their state. So people now evacuate. You can see them, there are large numbers. People now evacuate their city, their state, to go to God knows where, to start a life. People now living as refugees in their own state. And the government refused to declare state of emergency or such act. You can see again how, from the third video, how Nigerians, by the reason of the massive increase of inflation of things, of food stuff in Nigeria, and also the increase in price of things, have gradually, as a downgrade people or bring people into poverty. Day after day, Nigerians are driven into poverty. My question is, those who have the money, they are being driven into poverty. What about those who don't have the money? Many of them are driven into debt, into committing suicide. This is the state. Then from the fourth video, you see a house collapsing, a story building collapsing. This happened in Anambra State. It's a recent video, I think yesterday or so. A recent video, a building collapsing, engulfed with flames of fire. And there is no fire service in sight. As minute as fire service when an emergency emerges, it's not there. It's not there, as minute as that. So you can see what Nigerians are facing. And we have a government that declares state of emergency on Rivers State and suspended elected government officials. And we are having also a nation that is being engulfed with terrorism, that is being engulfed with hunger, people driven into poverty, lives and property no longer safe, and the government has refused to declare state of emergency or such in all of this. From the time of Goodluck Jonathan, where Nigeria were engulfed with Boko Haram, and from the time of Jonathan to the time of Buhari, they graduated from Boko Haram into herdsmen. And from the time now of this administration, Bola Tinubu administration, they have graduated from Boko Haram, herdsmen, and they are now ASAP, ISWAP. They are now ISWAP. They are now ISWAP. They have graduated. So you can see how the lives of Nigerians are being jeopardized. These politicians in Nigeria, what they fight for is how to secure their own life and that of their immediate family. It is that same nation that we have a governor in the person of Yahya Bello, who embezzled a large sum of money and paid for the children's education in advance, while there are people in that same Kogi state who don't even know what education looks like. This is the true, accurate state of the nation of Nigeria. People now live like refugees in their own country. People now live like refugees in their own country. And the government refused to declare state of emergency on the terrorists terrorizing the nation. And just a little clash in Rivers State. State of emergency is being declared and soldiers are being employed. While there are terrorists terrorizing the nation and they are living freely within the nation. This is the real state. Nigeria state has not become survivor of the fittest. We actually elected some of these people into office because we know that some of them forced their self on us. We elected some of them into office, but they went there and they only focus on their own immediate need and forgot about us who elected them. And now, having all of these troubles around us, just like my own governor from Edo State, we are in 2025, is already campaigning for this same administration for 2027. It's already campaigning with all of these situations we are having, these situations we have at hand. Even Edo State, Edo Central, Edo North, even Edo South right now, as we speak, is not even safe. Thank God, the senator representing Edo North in the person of Senator Adams Oshomole said it at the Senate. He said he moved a motion of how they can deploy security agents to those areas that I just mentioned. To tell you the state of the nation. Borno State, you cannot even enter. As in misplaced priority. Misplaced priority. So it is now left for Nigerians as we go into 2027 election. As we go into 2027 election, it is now left for us to forget about taking bribes, to forget about taking bag of rice and vote poverty. It is now left for us. Forget about taking 5,000 naira to vote for the wrong person. The constant problem we are having is wrong leadership, wrong people, the wrong people, the worst among us ruling us. The worst among us ruling us is the problem that we have in the nation. A nation that is engulfed with all manner of atrocity. Atrocity. A nation where even the president have resorted into dictatorship. A constitution that is even meant to govern us as a people. The president has shown to be above that constitution that bans everybody The president has shown to be above that constitution. In fact, he himself is not even the constitution. Because whatever he says stands. And we have a House of Assembly that is standing on the president's mandate. Renew Hope agenda. I believe this is the Renew Hope agenda. I believe all of this is the Renew Hope agenda. Our hope has been renewed. I believe it is left for us to be wise. If not, we will cry for a very long time. We will cry for a very long time. It is time we take our destiny in our hands and vote these people out of office. Vote them out of office and bring someone that will unite the whole nation and also cater for the people. There are nations in the world that they are paying even their citizens that are not even working. They are paying their citizens that are not even working. But for us, we even work, we don't get paid. We work, we don't get paid. Do you know how many teachers, government teachers, that have not been paid? That have worked for 6 months, for a year, has not been paid. Pensions that have not been paid. It's better we are wise. It's better we wise up. If we will stay in this poverty for years. Thank you. This is the actual state of the nation of Nigeria. So that they don't paint any they don't paint any wrong image. If they tell you everything is working well in the nation of Nigeria, they are lying. When they say everything is working well, no, that is the wrong image. This is the real state of the nation. People are now immigrants in their country.